Tell my girlfriend that I plugged her Instagram earlier. Anyway, so the cosplay series. The idea behind it is what I would like to do is just kind of call out cosplay criminals, as I would call them. Not just people who cosplay, but people who in general attack cosplays. Hey, Bretta, how's it going? For example, what really brought this about is low-tier gods' behavior towards cosplay. Okay, look, I don't want to talk about this in detail right now, but I'm going to say this right now, okay? I don't think Momo-kun is anywhere near as bad as her reputation precedes her. Okay, I think she's just the victim of the internet hate machine. She's done some bullshit, but I don't think she's warranted the hatred that she gets. I'm not going to call it sexist. I'm not going to call it body shaming because she's a heavier girl. As far as I'm concerned, all that's irrelevant. I just don't think Momo-kun is deserving of all the hate she gets, and I expect everybody will eventually calm down on it. But when everyone was backing low-tier God for calling her a thought on Twitter, I was like, you really, really, really want to back this asshat? This is the horse you want to ride in on? Low-tier God is an idiot. He is one of the biggest idiots I have ever encountered on this website. In all of my years of making videos, low-tier God is without a shadow of a doubt one of the dumbest I'm trying not to swear because I don't want to get demonetized again. Low-tier God is a moron. Grade A, concentrated moron. You know my rant that I made against Reaper Zero in my Art of Fighting anime video? Okay, you know that little rant I did against Reaper Zero? Okay. Replace Reaper Zero with low-tier God, and you've got every single complaint that I can make about the guy in one sentence. Low-tier God is a dummy. He's a duty head. He has 2 videos right now. One that he just recently made, actually. I had to look this up. It was made like last year or so. He made this like last month. He made one a year ago, but he made one last month. It's about like female cosplays, and he was saying things like they want that false validation, and I'm like, yeah, you don't even. He made T-shirts out of it. He made T-shirts out of a grammatically incorrect phrase like false validation. Like okay, so people who look at hot cosplayers, and that was his video was about. His video was about telling people not to fall for hot chicks who cosplay, and I'm like, how are they okay, false validation means that they were falsely giving someone validation. Well, by saying, hey, nice cosplay, by the way, you're hot, and that's genuine, that's not a false validation. That is a regular validation. And he made shirts about that. Okay, low-tier God is also the person who made fun of Broly legs. For those of you who don't know about fighting games, look up a guy called Broly Legs. He plays Chun-Li. Avengers Rise 96. I see you're asking questions a lot, but I'll hold off on the questions just for a bit. I will get to them, I promise. But just hold off on those for a second, okay? Let me go off on low-tier God for a second. It's a bit of a precursor to the inevitable video I'll make on him. Okay, low-tier God attacked a guy called Broly Legs. You know, the Dragon Ball Z character, Broly Legs. The dude has cerebral palsy. He has to get around on an electric wheelchair of some kind. It's when he's laying down. He plays Street Fighter and he mains Chun-Li. He's actually a really, really good Chun-Li player, too. He can't play with... He doesn't... I don't think he knows how to use one of his hands. I think it's his left hand, actually. He doesn't know how to use. So whenever he plays, he has to use his mouth and his tongue to work the joysticks. But he uses one of his hands to press the buttons. And he's good. He's one of the best Chun-Li players I've ever seen. Low-tier God insulted him for having cerebral palsy. He insulted a handicapped man because he's handicapped. People backing Low Tier God in his little online beef with Momo-kun is a sad state of affairs. That's the guy you want to back. That's the horse you want to ride in on. I'm going to bust Low Tier God's chops on that. I'm going to bust him up so hardcore on my inevitable video about him and completely wreck his 2 videos about cosplay and wreck his internet behavior. Low Tier God is again, he's a jerk. The fact that this guy has a following is amazing to me. People say he's the black Dark Side Phil, and I can see it. Except I think Dark Side Phil is actually probably a decent guy, just really, really whiny and not good at video games. Low Tier God is neither a good guy nor is he good at video games. If you watch, I mean, just look up any video of this is how not to play Street Fighter and just type in LTG or Low Tier God. It's amazing. Like, I think he has me blocked on Twitter. Does he have me blocked on Twitter? Low Tier God Twitter. I don't think I may have tweeted to him like once or twice, but he may have me blocked on there. I don't know. Let's find out. No, he does not have me blocked. I'm amazed. The official Twitter of Delon Sparrow, a.k.a. Low Tier God, actor, scholar, philosopher, and believer of unexplained things. Let us all evolve. Believer of unexplained things. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I'm critiquing his grammar. What does that even mean? Believer of unexplained things. What are you? In case you want to know, like, I kind of went off on him too because the second video he made about female cosplay, he actually argued that somehow us crapping on him for his dumb opinions and his ability to suck hard at fighting games is us stifling his freedom of speech. I'm about as tall as he is, and I'm going to headbutt this mofo. My girlfriend just sent me a screen cap of my live stream. She's like, "Hey, look, it's a dweeb. Love you too, baby." Do that now. Make sure she gets it. All right, so I think I'm done shooting from the hip about Low Tier God. The eventual cosplay criminal series I'm going to make, and Low Tier God's eventual appearance on it. Dan, you might have to clip this part of the video. I mean, by all means, do it. Go ahead. You know, clip it, upload to Facebook, because, like, you know, I kind of went random DCE on that. Like, whenever he went off on Marvel Comics and their crappy books, I was like, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I could go off of Marvel Comics too, because I would, but I think James just kind of pour into him enough.